everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am WILLI-WHITZ and thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video first and foremost. But again, I am WILLI-WHITZ if you do not know, and on this channel we explore motherhood, Jamaican lifestyle and everything fun and such. So if you or anyone you know are interested in content like that, please do not hesitate to hit that red subscription button below, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can keep up to date with all of my new videos. This week's comment of the week comes from Skylar TV and Grace Fran. Thank you guys so much for participating on my channel. Trust me, it means the world to me. So love you guys. This week we will be talking about Braxton Hicks contractions. You don't know what that is, right? I did not know either. I really did not know. However, Braxton Hicks contractions is just a fancy name, right? Fancy name for practice labor pain. This is what happens. The human body, a woman's body is like literally so magnificent, like seriously, that the body knows that when labor pain come in and you're supposed to go to the delivery room, you know, say the pain I go turned right the way up. Your body basically give you a little taste of what that is gonna feel like during the pregnancy, which usually happen about in the second trimester for some persons, but it's really usually around the third trimester. That is the last 3 months of your pregnancy. So in this video, we're just gonna do like a little run through of, as I said, what it is, what triggers it, how we feel, how you know the difference between the Braxton Hicks and the true labor, because you need to know the difference, because you don't want to think it's Braxton Hicks and it is time to go to the hospital, right? So the difference between those, as well as of course how to relieve these pains if it is that you do experience it, because trust me, for some of us it is not as simple. I don't know, when it comes on to me and pregnancy symptoms, I really don't know. It just extra like me. Everything for me in pregnancy is just tenfold. But I mean, yeah, I have a little story to tell about that, so just make sure you stay tuned to hear that, because trust me, it is something else. So let's get into it. What's happening is that your uterus, your womb is tightening, and it occurs for about 30 to 60 seconds, right? Some persons for 2 minutes. Again, for people like me,
2 hours later.
It can go on until whenever, but it's usually between 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Another thing about it is that it does not increase in intensity. What that means is that if it starts really high, it usually tapers down, and that is how you can tell the difference between that and true labor pains as well. True labor pain increases in intensity. It starts off weak and then gets stronger till baby, right? Sorry about that, guys. I know it's a little bit dramatic, but you get the point, right? So practice labor pains also are non-rhythmic. It doesn't really have a true pattern to it. So what my gynae told me is that for true labor, say you have a contraction now, you're gonna have another one, say 45 minutes, right? And then another one, another 45 minutes, and then another 45 minutes. Then it drops to about 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes, and you get the picture, and then 20 minutes and 20 minutes. So there's a pattern to it. With practice labor contractions, however, it is very sporadic. You can have a contraction now, and then 1 hour later you have another one. You have one hour later, and then 15 minutes later you have it. It is not very, you can't really find a true pattern to it. So if you're seeing that it is not very predictable, as I said before, you're having Braxton Hicks contractions and it's not true labor. A lot of persons say that Braxton Hicks feel like gasping. So for a lot of persons, it's more uncomfortable than painful. For some of us, it's a bit painful. Pain is relative, so you have to know. If it gets too painful like it did for me, call your doctor. Don't guess and spell and think and hope. Call the doctor and ask and tell them what is happening so they can find out, right? Now that you know what it feels like, what triggers Braxton Hicks. So the number one thing is dehydration. So if dehydration causes Braxton Hicks, what you want to do when you're having it? Drink a lot of water. So you want to drink a whole lot of water when you're feeling these contractions. Sex can also cause Braxton Hicks, so you want to lay off the sex if you're having these contractions. Another one is a full bladder. When the bladder is full, it is pushing down on the womb, and then ripple effect or contraction starts, and that's your Braxton Hicks right there. If someone rubs mommy's belly, it can also trigger Braxton Hicks. If mommy is also very active or baby is very active, it might also trigger Braxton Hicks. To relieve it now, as I said, you want to drink a lot of water. You want to change position. No, I'm not talking about this. But you want to change position. If you are lying down, you want to stand up. If you're stand up, you want to sit down or lie down. If you're lying down or sitting down, you want to go and take a walk or something. So you want to change your position if you're experiencing Braxton Hicks. Another thing is that you want to breathe. Practice the breathing exercises that you're supposed to be doing, right? To practice for true labor. So you want to breathe in and out, breathe in and out. You can also take a warm bath. If none of this works, please call your physician, call the hospital, ask some questions and know what is happening. Because for me, what happened was, imagine I'm home, just going about with my pregnant self and just living my best life. Then the pain just hit me. So I'm like, what in the world is this? Mind you, I've had the contractions before, but this one did just extremely hot. So I'm like, no, this is so nice. But I call up Kim, because Kim is my best friend. She's a physiotherapist and she's also a mommy expert. So link up. I call her and I'm like, Kim, me no know what one. I do not know what is happening. Kimberly said, breathe. She said, get some water with me. Get some water. Alright, she wasn't doing that voice, but she's like, get some water, drink some water, breathe. And I'm like, Kim said, breathe, drink some water. So take your time and move around if you can move around. Take your time and move around. Like, Kimmy getting worse. Alright, all the dramatics. The point is, it was getting really bad. So I had to call my doctor, and my doctor was like, okay, this sounds very strange, because I was explaining what happened before. And she's like, this sounds strange. Go to the hospital and let them check to see if it is true labor or Braxton Hicks. So that is to say to you that sometimes, no, it was not real labor. It was actually Braxton Hicks contraction. Sometimes for some people it will be very painful, and when it is there, you want to call a physician so they can inform you on what to do to ensure that you're not having baby right away. So that is my 2 cents on Braxton Hicks. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. If you are pregnant, look out for these things. If you are not pregnant and have a friend that's pregnant, or you plan to get pregnant, share. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, check out my other pregnancy and motherhood videos in the playlist that I will attach in the description, also on the screen somewhere here, and also my Jamaican lifestyle videos if you're interested in that. So thank you again, and see you in the next video. Bye.